Hello, YouTube universe. How you guys doing tonight? Um, this is good old Grandmaster Reverend here. Um, there's always a difference between two things, and this one is about Dabu 7. He did a video of the New York Fusion Center claiming that the Oathkeepers and other liberty groups are homegrown extreme terrorists. Well, there's a difference between both things. Now, a terrorist does bodily harm, and whether it hurts people, hurt someone, wound them, or even kill them. Now, the Oathkeeper and other liberty groups believe in oath keeping, keeping the oath. Whether you're a cop or you're a soldier, you have an oath to keep. According to the Constitution, your job is to protect and defend the Constitution against enemies foreign and domestic. And Southern Poverty Law Center also claims that Oath Keepers are this terrorist organization. Let's stop and think. What's the KKK? They're a far right wing extreme terrorists themselves. And over the years, over 100+ years span, they've maimed, murdered, just did horrible things. For Oath Keepers is a group that are police officers and soldiers, and also retired officers and soldiers that still taking the oath, still have the oath, still keeping the oath to the Constitution. And believe in, oath. It takes a lot of heart and guts and pride to keep this oath. And it means defending oneself, defending a fellow citizen against enemies, foreign and domestic. It makes a lot of sense that once you raise your hand and you swear that oath, it's there for good. You swear your loyalty to your country. And anybody nowadays is loyal to a country, devoted to a country with an oath, is considered an extremist. Nothing is extreme about keeping an oath to your country, an oath to the Constitution, an oath to your family. That's something that these cocksnots don't understand. I feel deeply that if I was ever a retired officer or a retired military veteran, I would take these oaths personally. That means, according to the First Amendment, you have the right to say what the fuck you want. You have a right to peacefully assemble. You have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to defend your home, your family, even your land. You have a right to you have a right to say you are arrested. You have a right to a fair trial. To attorney, fair trial. Due process. You have a right to privacy. anybody who says different, they're the ones who are the terrorists themselves. I mean, what right do they have to judge the Oathkeepers, who's keeping an oath to a 200-plus-year-old document? It ain't just a paper or document. It's God's law. It's no way of life here in this document. Our founding fathers drew it up for a purpose. They have it here for a purpose. It don't matter what legislation you come up with. The Constitution will always trump it. It don't fucking matter. It's that fucking simple. You can't claim to be a constitutionalist if you think you're just sitting in the Oval Office saying that the document called the Constitution is flawed. The only thing that's flawed is the man that's sitting in the Oval Office. He's flawed. The Constitution is a perfect document. It's that simple. I believe that now the terrorist issue here. The extreme terrorist. Somebody who would go to the extreme to do a terroristic act. Willing to do bodily harm. Now, do you think that Oathkeepers would do some bodily harm? Only in defense. Defending oneself. See, that's the difference. That's why we got the Second Amendment. Now, a terrorist, extreme, they are willing to do at any cost to get their point across, to get their agenda across. And it don't matter, to them, it don't matter how far over the edge they gotta get to get their point across. It's just that simple. A terrorist will do anything possible to get their point across. See, there's a difference between a terrorist and an Oathkeeper. An Oathkeeper is willing to defend his own, willing to sacrifice his own life for his country, to defend the Constitution. A terrorist would do anything to end the life of as many people as they can. There's a difference. All I gotta do is have a little common sense. The New York Fusion Center, they're the ones who are the part of the extreme terrorists. And guess who runs it? A man who's sitting in the Oval Office. Can't say I warned you. Well, just have the common sense to know the difference. Because some of you that are asleep, you're a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. This is a good old, you know who I am. Signing off. Remember, knowledge is free.